Make sure you guys go inside. I highly recommend visiting the bookstore if you have the time and you can afford it, of course, because nowadays you have to pay a ticket.
How much?
So you have two options, a 5 and a 15 euro ticket. I'll explain exactly how they work and the best way to try and get inside without waiting for too long. So what happened here was around the year 2010, like a lot of bookstores around the world, they were struggling, almost going bankrupt. And that's when they decided to do this marketing campaign where they started to say that J.K. Rowling actually wrote part of the first novel inside. Later she came out on Twitter saying, nope, I never wrote a word inside the bookstore. There was a little feud online, and I believe her. Sure, why would she lie? But I can tell you, for me, actually it doesn't make much of a difference. Because truth is, J.K. Rowling lived here in the city of Porto for more than 2 years, between 2001 2003. And she was an English teacher here. She learned a lot about Portuguese language, Portuguese culture, and somewhere in the city is where she wrote part of the first Harry Potter novel. Now the thing is, she was well known to spend a lot of time here downtown, in cafes, in gardens, and this particular bookstore as well. So she was a big fan, and that's why for me it really doesn't matter if she wrote anything inside or she just came here to relax and read a book in a beautiful bookstore. So there's definitely a connection between J.K. Rowling and the bookstore. But nonetheless, I can tell you, damage was done. This marketing campaign worked like a charm. These guys started to get flocked by thousands of people on a daily basis. The problem was most people would go in, take some pictures, and come out empty-handed. So after like a year and a half, they started to collect the ticket. So nowadays you have two options to go inside. I always recommend buying your tickets online, as it takes just 2 minutes. Otherwise you will have to wait in sometimes a big second line just to buy your tickets. So you have a 5 euro ticket, where once you get it you have to wait in line, and for that I can tell you from experience your best bet is at the end of the day. It closes at 7 p.m. so around 5:30 that's when the line tends to be at its best. So when the line is close to the first or the second tree, let me see how. Well, actually today is kind of an exception. 5:30 and the line is still quite big. This line right now should be more or less a 40-45 minute waiting period, which is still quite a bit. When the line is close to the first or the second tree, it's 20 minutes. I think that is very doable. Once you go inside with this 5 euro ticket, if you buy anything, they will discount those 5 euros. So you have that trade-off. Then you also have another option, a 15 euro ticket, where you don't have to wait in line, go straight inside. And for that, they will offer you a book. You have three or four different books to choose from. So if you actually like the books they have to offer, maybe it's not, for 15 euros you get to go inside. You have a little bit of everything, but honestly, I haven't been inside in maybe 5 years or so, and I've been hearing a lot of feedback that the selection of books they have to offer in English and other languages is actually not very good. So I kind of see this more as a museum now, and in my opinion, if you want to buy a book just because you like reading, you have much better options in other traditional bookstores around the city. Although, if you or someone you know is a big fan of Harry Potter and you want to get more like a Harry Potter souvenir, then by all means, buy something in the Harry Potter bookstore. That's my opinion.